So the partnership with Ziosk and Lehigh Valley Restaurant Group has been strong since the very beginning, and it has strengthened over time. Ziosk has to be one of the best technology solutions in the restaurant industry, specifically the casual dining industry, that's on the market today. Mike Axiotis, I'm the president and CEO for Lehigh Valley Restaurant Group. We are a franchisee for Red Robin Restaurants. You know when you meet someone for the first time, whether it's gonna work or it's not gonna work. When we met the Ziosk team from the very beginning, we knew that we had a lot of similar mindsets and similar objectives, and that's what made the relationship work early on. And through over the last 9 years, that hasn't wavered at all.
My name is Ed Kruczek, Vice President of IT for Lehigh Valley Restaurant Group. I've been in the IT world for 30 plus years now, and you know, Ziosk has been, I'd say, probably one of the only companies that actually stands behind their product 100%. You know, whether there's a problem with their software or another vendor's software, you know, they always step up to the plate and assist me, knowing that the support's there when you need it, all hours of the day, after hours. It's priceless.
I believe the payment feature is so critical in today's environment. And I think we've all been there where you're at a restaurant and you're being held hostage to pay your check. You're trying to flag that server down and you have somewhere you have to be. The Ziosk pay at the table feature is critical in being able to put the guest in the driver's seat and being able to increase that table turn. If they want to stay longer, they could stay longer. If they want to leave faster, they can leave faster.
I'm Frain with Lehigh Valley Restaurant Group. We're a Red Robin franchisee. I'm the Vice President of Strategic Planning and Business Development. We started with Ziosk in August of 2012, I think, so we're going back over 9 years here. One of the bigger issues in our industry was a lot of credit card fraud happened in casual dining because it was the only place that your credit card left your site, and sometimes for a few minutes.
At the time, there were some new payment features that were coming out, but we saw a very streamlined process with Ziosk being right at the table where you just swipe your card, and very transparent, very visible, very safe for the guest.
The cost of a credit card breach could run well into the millions of dollars. It just depends on how big the breach is and how many cards are affected. So Ziosk took many millions of dollars of risk off our plate when we got the EMV payments in.
We feel very safe and very confident having our payment processing in the hands of Ziosk. I think that our servers embraced Ziosk initially, but now they've embraced it even more and said, you know, I can really utilize this tool to make my job more productive and easier to service the guest. From a manager perspective, they love having the visibility into the guest satisfaction scores so they know how to give proper praise and feedback to their team members. From a team member perspective, it's been great for increasing their wages and their productivity.
We saw tips at almost between 1.5% and 2% increase when we first rolled it out. So that's older information, but the tips went up noticeably, and a lot of the team members did say they noticed that also.
The fact that we've been able to, with one of the changes done a few years ago with the to-go check lookup capability, our to-go team members who used to never get tipped, you know, were ecstatic because they were able to start getting tips from customers whenever they came to pick up their food. So they see that the changes we make are in their benefit and for their benefit, so they adopt them pretty quickly.
So let's talk pre-COVID, post-COVID. Pre-COVID, our objective was never to reduce labor. It was just to increase productivity from a server and being able to have guest experience ratings go up. Post-COVID, we all know that there are labor challenges out there and the availability of workforce is scarce. So now we're able to utilize Ziosk even further to increase station sizes. So pre-COVID, station sizes were on average 4 tables per server. Now we're double that, 7 to 8 tables per station. Guest satisfaction has actually increased post-COVID.
Well, one of the other key things to us is with the labor issues these days, we're looking to try to improve our operations. So we're going to be testing the Ziosk Pro tablet. We are eyeing it for our to-go side of the business, allowing our team members to go out to the vehicles and better serve the guests and be able to take their payment right at the vehicles. To us, that's going to open up a whole new labor model for us and hopefully help us improve our operations.
So Lehigh Valley Restaurant Group has seen a lot of successes with Ziosk. The gaming revenue has exceeded covering the cost of Ziosk and being able to have some revenue share.
The unexpected benefit is, like I said, the game revenue was really good out of the gates, strong out of the gates, but it's continued to more than support the technology.
I think Ziosk as a technology partner to other operators out there in the industry, it's important to know that Ziosk is on the forefront of the industry trends.
Ziosk has kept evolving, they've kept listening to us on what we need the devices to do.
They're a small company, the entrepreneurship within there and their willingness to experiment and try to help us increase our business and satisfy our guests as much as possible.
You're not just a tech company, you're also a company that services restaurants and you understand the restaurant business. So we're able to speak the same language. And that's really what has made the partnership work so well.